Hey guys, Mapletail here. It's the final week of Cattember, the September-long cat drawing challenge that I've put together a prompt list for. Let's get into it. Today's prompt is pirate. I decided to draw two of my pirate OCs, a couple of little winged cats. These two are characters from my writing, siblings Sequoia and Cypress. I only have one reference images for these two on my art fight, so I figured now would be a good time to make another. Specifically one in their little cat forms, as I've only drawn their humanoid forms so far. I also drew their mother, Honey, on day 1 of Cattember for the sky prompt, so this felt like a bit of a full circle moment. Since we're talking original characters, I figured I should make an impromptu return to my OC Lore and Stories series, and tell you all a little bit more about these two. Sequoia and Cypress were born to mothers Honey Skylock and Elm Caldwell, on the ship of the Blooming Dusk pirate crew. The two becoming apprenticed to the crew's scholar, Cass Marvale, and medic, Hen Starrun, respectively. Sequoia prefers to keep to themselves, always the independent one, polite and refined. They have an interest in fine clothes and literature, spending their childhood reading books borrowed from their cousin Rosie Swale, daughter of an author, and dressing her and her friend, Melody Isle Keel, in fancy outfits. They love their pirate family, but have dreams that lay away from them. Always at their happiest when the ship docks at the High Drift Castle, and they get to have solid ground beneath their feet. If they had their way, they'd move to the Blue Kingdom, and work at Essence Emporium, getting to help create all the beautiful garments they adore. But not wanting to disappoint their family, it takes them many years to take the plunge. Younger sibling Cypress could not be more different. A free spirit, a wild child. Always full of energy and could not be happier exactly where he is. He was named for a former crew member, a panther and guardian spirit connected to the ship's former first mate, Nehru Isle, both who had a hand in raising Honey. While I haven't written much more about these two specifically, they are born into a time of great change for the Blooming Dusk crew, shortly after a war with other pirates, those of the Silver Crow, a decades-long feud ending in the two crews having to work together. Sequoia and Cypress's generation, marking the start of a time of peace on the high seas. While the end of their stories remain unwritten, I like to think the two find their places in this new era, and lead the lives they dreamed of as children. I also want to share a few more of my Cattember drawings from the past while. Day 12 was Game, where I catified a couple Baldur's Gate 3 OCs, October and March, a Necromancer and Assassin. Day 13 was Rush, with a Warriors AU of my OC Nova. Day 14 was Lilac, with another Baldur's Gate kitty, Wild Magic Solana. For Day 15, Egg. I just made up a cute little eggy cat for it. Day 16 was Trinket, with one more Baldur's Gate kitty, Draconic Sorcerer Lacelite. And finally, Day 17 was Field, where I designed a new Wild Frost OC, Luca, father to Lula. And that's where I've drawn up to at the time of recording this. But if you want to see the rest, they'll be up on my social media. And that's about it I've got for y'all. Thanks for watching. Cattember is quickly coming to an end. I really enjoyed doing all these pieces for it, and for seeing so many other artists participate too. I'll be sad to see it go, but there are a lot of other projects I'm looking forward to working on this October. I just finished reading Stormclown's Folly, and I've been working on a review for that. And hopefully we'll get a proper look at Darktail's Judgment soon. I know nothing about that one, but I already have thoughts. The Prophecies Begin, Volume 3 is also right around the corner. Very exciting. There are 1 or 2 art challenges I'd like to check out too. And here's hoping I'll be able to film some Halloween costume making again. Lots to look forward to. But anyways, I hope you had a great Cattember if you participated, and I'll see you next Thursday.